Testing, 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 testing. All right, that's good. Welcome, welcome. First person to join. Can I get a hello in chat? Hello, hello. Gonna wait for a few more people to join before we get started here. All right, second person joined, it looks like. Hello there, how are you guys? Gonna wait for a few more people to join, then I'll go ahead and get started with today's project. Welcome, RxSality. Glad you made it. Alright, got 3 people in now. Sweet. Alright, 5 viewers. Sweet, we are good. Alright guys, so third stream of me building this Discord bot in Python. Technically, it'll look like this is my second stream, but this is actually my third one. Not gonna give much detail what happened on last stream, but let's just say I had a couple of people who thought it was funny to basically raid the stream and caused me to have to get it taken down. Luckily, there was nothing damaging on my end, no channel strike, nothing like that. But I put a little added preventive measures in place just so that way that can't happen a second time. So let's hope and pray I did enough and I wouldn't have to worry about this again. But this is my this is my third stream, so welcome guys. Hope you are all having a good evening. Basically what I did last stream before it got taken down was I just finished up a couple more commands on the moderation side. Specifically, I fixed a clear command, and I added these 3 commands right here: set mute role, mute, and unmute. And then I created 3 commands here, which 2 of these commands were giving me a lot of trouble. But I figured it out. So I did a little bit of digging, and by digging I mean screaming at ChatGPT and also going on Stack Overflow. And I found that the issue was not even with the embed or any of the attributes or how I was grabbing the avatar. It was none of that. I believe the issue was with this conditional here. Now, before, my conditional was if member is none, member is equal to interaction.user. That was how my conditional was written. Apparently, that didn't work, which I'm not sure why, because it seems logical. If I don't include anything for this member here, then theoretically the member should just be interaction.user. But I guess that just didn't work. But this is working just fine with this conditional here, which is in a ternary format. So member is equal to interaction.user if member is none, else member. Which basically same thing as the conditional I just written out, just written differently. And I mean, based on how I'm reading it, it seems like that's the same logic to me. If it is different logic, let me know, I guess. But the avatar command works, and so does the user info command. Now, my main objective today is to set up some events. That way I could log events like members joining and leaving, events like whenever a text channel was created, for an example, or whenever, you know, something like that's happening. Basically, that's what I want to do. Now, something else I did off camera was I took the send to logging function outside of the moderation module or cog, and I actually made a separate Python file under the tools directory called logging tools. And in here is going to be stuff that I'm going to use to basically work with my logging channel and actually getting the channel ID from the database. And all I have to do is, if I need to use it in a cog, I just need to say from.tools.logging.tools import send to logging. And that should work just fine. Now, what I can do is, since my main objective today is to create a cog just for a bunch of events, all I have to do is just create a Python file, events.py, port Discord. Whoops. And import commands. And then lastly, from tools.logging tools import send to logging. And I'll be able to use that function completely fine in here. I did it because if I didn't do this, then I would have to write the function again up here at the top, and I don't want to do that again. Now, simply create the event listeners here, and we'll create the setup function. And that's all we need to do. And then self.bot equals bot. And then we can go ahead and create an onReady function. Commands.cog.listener. And you can just go ahead and create the onReady. And I'm actually gonna come back to moderation and see. Okay, yep, that's how I've written it. Sweet. Alright, got 7 viewers. Welcome, everyone. Hope you are all enjoying the stream. I'm going to attempt to play some music, and hopefully this time I don't need to worry about copyrights, because this is an official copyright-free song, or playlist. One was made for me on YouTube, but I can't use it because it plays ads in between every song, and I don't want that to show on screen. So I'm gonna use Spotify, but just give me 1 second, guys. Alright. Alright, guys. Let me know if that's too loud. Alright. So the first event I want to do is a on member join and on member leave event. So on member, wait a minute, what am I doing? Listener. Alright. Now, I'm gonna create an embed here. Give me 1 second. Alright, there we go. Okay, that's actually kind of cool. I didn't think I could write if statements like that, but I thought I saw it somewhere else, so I wanted to try it here. What up? I'm doing just fine. How about yourself, Hunter Wall? You know what? Now that I think about it, since that's doable, I'm actually going to implement that in my utils. Because this goes based off their banner color, I think. Can I ask a PC-related question? Yeah, go ahead. Alright, I need to get the time delta. So time is equal to, or I'm sorry, not time delta, but just the date time string. Okay, so my file explorer keeps randomly opening by itself, and will keep opening an infinite amount of times if I don't close them. Would you know how to fix this? Okay, so my next question for you, I'm sorry, my first question for you is the file explorer for the directory a drive? So, by file explorer, do you mean, is it opening the folder for your C drive, your D drive, or whatever storage device you have plugged in, or inside your computer? It's opening my C drive. Okay. Well, if it's your C drive, then I'm not really sure. I was gonna say if it's any other drive, then it could just be a connection issue. And basically it could be like a faulty cable, but if it's your C drive, then I want to say that's not that, because if it was, you probably wouldn't be using your computer at the moment. So I'm actually unsure on why it's doing that. I mean, I could recommend probably just restarting your computer and seeing if that works. Alright, now, once I have that done, is it remove or leave? I don't know. Discord.py docs. Please don't get sniped again. Yeah, no, I put in some protective measures and my Discord is actually on my other monitor. So, even though I have the permission set to where nobody can send images or embed links in the channel I'll be in primarily, I do have it on the other monitor, so if anything like that were to happen again, I can just delete it, and I'll just have to be careful, ban the user, etc. But we should hopefully be good again. I tried that and it didn't work. Well, whoops. I'm actually not sure. I mean, is your Windows up to date? I know it's probably silly me asking that because mine isn't, but I mean, that could also be an issue. And Hunter Wall says, "Do you use cursor?" What do you mean by cursor? Okay, it's on member remove. But I have taken a video of my details in Task Manager. I searched up Explorer, and before it opens my C drive, something called VSWAGJF, then it instantly disappears, which makes me think it's malware. I don't know. I've never really heard that. You could search up what VSWAGJF is and see if it's something else. Because I'm sure, you know, you probably aren't the only one who's gone through that. Another command we can do. On member update. Alright, how do I actually change what they... How do I actually put what they, Oh, okay. Before... What will this event do? So the on-member update event, basically, it's going to allow me to log whenever a member changes their nickname, like their avatar, like if the roles on the member change, stuff like that. Let's see. I searched it up last night, but I found nothing about VS Swag GIF. Yeah, at that point, I honestly have no idea what it is, so... I mean, there's a chance it could have been something that shouldn't be on your computer. Is there not a code example? Okay. Let's see an example of this. Before and after. Oh, okay, so I don't even need member here. But I will type in Jesus Discord.member. Why light mode? Probably because I'm not even logged in to... Yeah, I'm not even logged in. Hold on. Okay, so that did not change. That did not help. Okay, let me... here, I'll change my settings since it's so bad. Sorry, I don't use Stack Overflow much. Actually, there's nothing here for me. For me to even change this. Sorry guys, I have Stack Overflow on a different monitor just in case it shows anything I don't want it to show. Okay, settings, themes, dark. There, are you happy? Okay, now back to API reference. Okay, so... Well... How do you get your VS Code icons to look like that? Are you talking about these? Oh, it's an extension. Yeah, here, let me see if I can find it. I think it's like icons or something. Yeah. This is the one, material theme icons. This is the one I have. Hey, this song's actually kind of nice. Who is this? Oh, it's a Nefex song. Of course it's nice. Okay. If... You know what? No. Will you be hosting the bot on? Well, I'll be hosting it on my home server for the time being until I find just an affordable and reliable hosting space online. Now. Wait, actually, wait a minute. Linode is good. Okay. Alright, so what I can do... Excuse me. So I can go ahead and create an embed here. I guess it'd be better to use it before. Has updated their Discord profile. Okay. Now, I've never done this before, but... Hey man, thanks for the playlist about making a Discord bot for beginners. Don't know if I sent this, but it got deleted, and I think it's because YouTube is buggy to me. Hey man, I appreciate it. I'm glad you're enjoying it. I hope you are enjoying the stream because this is what I'm doing here, developing a Discord bot. Okay, now back to this. What can I do to... Okay, I think I got a good idea. Embed.add field. Name change. Hold on. What does... Okay, nickname. Right, because this is server specific. Yeah. Okay. And then after here, I'll type in an if statement. Embed.add field. If. Okay, before.nick doesn't equal after.nick. And I gotta have an else. And then I think I can use continue. No, I cannot use continue. Can I use pass? No, I cannot. I could put none here. Do you use SQLite for production? How do you back up the DB if you do? First, can you define production to me? What do you mean by production in that context? Like, whenever I deploy this bot and it's constantly being used. Oh, so, Right now, I'm not backing anything up because it's not, being used, of course, but I plan to periodically change, I plan to periodically at least back up the database every day. And I'm hoping I can figure out, some sort of way where I can just have it, every 24 hours, it will, schedule a, file copy of the database file, since I am storing the database on the, right here, main.db. So I'm wondering if I can kind of schedule a file copy, basically what I just did, and it'll just create a new file, paste all the contents, and simply just change the file's name to the date that it was backed up. I mean, it seems kind of weird, but I think it'll work. Now, okay, so this is a little strange. I don't know if I like this, but I think it might work. Now, roles. I'm gonna copy and paste this here. Pending? What is pending? Alright. I'm actually gonna copy and paste this. Flags changed. Oops. And then guild avatar. Changed. I never learned how to view it in terminal. Do you use anything? So actually, yes, I do. So if I come out here, I have a program called DB Browser, and it's for SQLite. And all you have to do is just open the database, and then just find your file that you want to open. If I can find it. And then you can browse data, and this is how you can view all your rows and columns. Pretty simple. I like DB Browser. You can also execute SQL in it. Yes, you can edit it. So for an example, if I click here, join role ID, I could set something like hello world. And I can click apply, and now in that cell, it'll say hello world. Receive or sent a friend request. I don't know. I want to say it's not that because I don't see why that would matter in a server environment. I don't know. I probably won't implement pending. Timeout I can't use because Discord has a limitation, it says. So I got nickname, roles, guild avatar, and flags. But I don't know how I'm going to do the guild avatar. Actually, yes, I do know. If Or, what am I doing? If before.avatar.url. After dot. And actually, wait a minute. Can I change the title? Yes, I can change the title. Sir, we got a prob. Alright, what's going on? I don't see any Git being used. What do you mean? What's the issue with not using Git right now? Oh, any GitHub? Oh, well, I just started, so I haven't really thought to put it on anything yet. But I do have it, I do constantly back up my files anyway, so I should be okay. Any pets? Yes, I'm a proud owner of 3 cats. Alright, now what do I want to put in here? Okay, after.avatar.url. Alright. And that should be it. Gonna grab this timestamp here. How do you listen to this music while streaming? I need to listen to my own taste of music, but it'll get copyrighted. Well, I mean, it's NCS, so most of these songs aren't copyrighted. But, well, this one's not NCS. I actually want to change that. Okay, there we go. This one's NCS. Yeah, I mean, I usually play NCS music on my channel, so that way I can avoid stuff like that. Although some of them now are copyright, unfortunately, and a lot of them is the good ones. But, looks like we finished this. Oh, maybe I need to add an icon URL. Okay, you know what? I actually want to run this code real quick. Alright. Now, what? Disable streamer mode, but that's alright because Discord's not on my other monitor right now. Or on my main one. So right now I'm just testing out to make sure this is working. I think edit server profile is how I do it. Save changes. Okay. So that worked. I'll show the screen later on. Let me add a role to myself. Alright, let me enable streamer mode again. Okay, so it works for the most part. See, it shows when my name is changed, but the role IDs are a little bit weird. So, yeah. There's that. But hey, it works. So now I will come back over here, go ahead and turn off the bot, and we'll make more of these. So I'm not going to do an event where a message is sent, because in big Discord servers, that's just going to be very annoying. And it's going to make the bot super slow. But I will do when a message is deleted. Whoops. Yo, this song sucks. Okay, this one's alright, I guess. Sorry, guys. Trying to make money here, don't need a song where they're gonna cuss. Alright, what was I gonna do? On user update. Yeah, I'm not gonna really deal with that. This is already controlled by the moderation cog. On presence update, I'm not gonna worry about that. Alright. Is this your bot or a client? This is a bot. Now, I will have to figure out how to do this because it will actually log private messages and I don't want that. So I need to figure out if it's like a guild channel. Channels, let's see. No, event reference models. Channel text, channel text, channel text, channel, yep. No, this is my bot. Yeah, it's mine. This doesn't tell me. So this doesn't tell me if it's gonna be like none or something. Or hold on, give me 1 second. Okay, wait, never mind. We're good. Yes, and discord.py, if a text channel does not belong to a guild, it will return none. Okay. So, in theory, if I implement a check that looks for this, I should not have to worry about it logging private messages. Okay. Okay. If message got killed. What I will do is... Wait, on message delete. What am I doing? I'm looking for the wrong thing, guys. On message delete, that's what I'm looking for. Wait, yeah, no. Okay, yeah, there's no warning there. Never mind, I don't even have to do this check. I was an idiot and got the two events mixed up. Okay. Now, what I can do is I can type in something like embed. No, excuse me. All right. That's good. And then embed dot add field name message contents. Oh, I just ate a chunk of ice. Sounds good though. All right. Value message dot content. Yep. That was it. What do you use on your server to run the bot? Nothing. Basically, what my quote-unquote server at home is just a regular Windows 10 computer, and I just run it through Visual Studios. Or not even that, I actually run it through Python. I just open it up in a terminal and just write Python main.py. Yeah, so it's not an actual server, but I'm treating it like one. Hello, Source. Welcome to the stream. I mean, it's not that big of a deal right now. I have nothing better. That's what I have. It's an Optiplex. Yeah, it's just a Windows 10 Optiplex. Yeah, I have one. I got it for $100, yeah. That's what I was talking about. Alright, next event. On guild role create. How would you use .env in Python? Okay, so it's very simple. If I just go to my main file. So right here, I have a .env file. Not going to click on it, but in there, I basically have a token in all caps and an equal sign and then my bot's token. And over here, I have from.env import load.env. And I just use the function load env. And then I type in bot's token equals os.getEnv. And then this is what my token is declared as in that file. And all I have to do is just type in await bot.start bot token. Yeah, don't worry, I'm not... Dude, okay, look, I've been doing this for a while. I've never leaked a token. And yes, you will need to pip install .env. Because it's not a Python pre-installed library. Alright, what was I gonna do? Oh yes, I was gonna add these 3 events. Well, it quite honestly isn't. Look, I'm almost 20 years old, and I started developing Discord bots since I was 14. Don't get me wrong, like, I'm not an expert at Discord.py, but I know for sure not to expose tokens. Hello, I've exposed tokens on my GitHub. Well, see, actually, that's what this .env file is really meant to be for, so that way you can add it to your git ignore. So that way, whenever you do like push your project repository, it doesn't include the .env file. Because I mean, these are environment variables, so it's meant for security. But you know, I can easily open it up and show you guys my token anyway. But it's meant for like just to implement into your git ignore, so that way you don't end up you know, pushing that out there. Yeah. I was 12, bro. I was using text files. Well, I mean, I've done the same thing. I've used text files to store it as well. Mainly because that was just easier at the time for me, but I didn't really know how get env worked or .env until I learned how to do it, and it was pretty easy. Like, I'm actually not even kidding. It is 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 3 lines of code. Goodness gracious, I wish I knew how to do it sooner. Anyway. You know what? That's actually... I need to do an on-message edit. But at the same time, though, does it really matter? You know, I'm gonna comment this out right now, and then I'll come back to it later. Thank God for docs. Yep. Docs are great. They help out a lot. Now... Oh, it's on guild role create. Now what is that? Give me 1 second, guys. I don't trust AI bots to do any programming. I mean, that's reasonable. To be quite fair, though, they have gotten really good at it. Sometimes, though, they do give you the wrong, like, answer. So that's why I always say, you know, try and learn it the best you can. You know, if you need, like, help with coding, look at other sources, too. Something I do like, though, about ChatGPT is, if I wanted to, I could take all this code here, and just copy and paste it into a new chat, and then what it can do is it'll validate my code, and it can, without changing it, it can give me like suggestions on how I can improve it, what I can add to it, what I can take away to it, or take away from it. I mean, any overheads that I need to look out for, anything that might be redundant and can be simplified, stuff like that. So, I mean, if you have a lot of code and you want to validate it, you know, make it look a lot better, you could use something like ChatGPT for that. But at the same time, I wouldn't recommend doing that all the time, because it's always a good idea to actually learn how to do that, how to proofread your own code and, you know, go through it, optimize it and such. It's not about the capabilities of the AI bot, it's more of increasing my own capabilities. Yeah, I totally understand that, and I agree with you 100%. I don't really use ChatGPT to generate code and just give it to me. I mean, I'm not saying I've never done that, because there have been times where like I was really stuck on something and couldn't find anything in the documentation, couldn't find anything on Stack Overflow, and just couldn't find anything no matter where I went. So like my last resort was ChatGPT, and I've maybe done that a couple times throughout most of my projects. But yeah, it's always more of increasing your own capabilities. Don't ever rely on AI bots to do the work for you. But I don't know, maybe I'm saying that just because I'm actually going to school for computer science, so it could be that as well. But wait, what am I doing? Wait a minute. Hey, this song sounds familiar. I just realized this is like a remixed version of Back on Track from Geometry Dash. Okay. Alright, what do I want to do? Embed, add field. Is there a created by? Tab 9's literally just autofill. And it's based on your own, like, coding habits, like how you write your code. So I wouldn't consider that the same as ChatGPT. Now, if I were to come down to... Where is it? Where is tab 9 at? If I were to go here and ask a question or paste in code, yeah, I would understand what you mean. But no, literally, this is just autofill. Alright, now... Is there a created by... They read my mind, and I find that real scary. Last night, tab 9 was reading me like a book, so I get what you mean by that. But no, I think literally what tab 9 does is it like scans through your file, and it basically takes like everything that you've written into account. So it uses that to like predict what you will write next. So like, for example, this commented out code right here was actually from tab 9. And see, I have on message delete, so I assumed I was going to start with on message edit. So there's that as well. Now, I'm still trying to figure out if there's a way I could see who created the guild. You know what? Something I can actually do is I can buy a subscription of like OpenAI's like GPT model, and I could implement it into this Discord bot and allow people to like actually be able to use like ChatGPT from Discord. But I will say, doing that is a tad bit expensive. I think at cheapest, it literally starts at 20 bucks a month. And that's like basic stuff right there. If you want to get into like the real nice things, like, you know, sending the code, like sending generated like snippets of code, it's probably going to cost more. I mean, I'd have to look into it. But I don't think I can find who created this. Considering a lot of people use tab 9, I'm not surprised it has a lot of suggestions. Yeah, no, for sure. Tab 9's pretty popular, so it's likely grabbing what I'm coding here, like all my code I've written myself, and then like finding similar code from like other people, and then using it to predict what I'll write next. Because I imagine after people have written this on message delete listener here, they probably also create an on message edit. I don't think you can get the guild creator, but you can get the guild owner. Yeah, that's not what I'm wanting to do. I wanted to get the who created the role, but I don't think that's gonna work. If you used a less known library, I doubt it'd be useful. Yeah, for sure. Because I could try using my own library, and I guarantee tab 9 wouldn't know what to do very well. If you got a powerful CPU, if you don't got a GPU on the Optiplex, you can use Llama. Might look into that. Let's see, like, watch. See, I have this up here and this up here, so... So it's getting it a little bit. Well, it would be slow, but there is things you can make it faster. I mean, I have a GPU sitting on my workbench, but I'm giving it to somebody, so I probably won't be able to do anything like that. And I can actually just copy and paste this. And just say role deleted. Whoops, didn't mean to do that. Alright, what other events can we do? Let's do something with the guild itself. On guild update. I haven't used Python lately, been grinding on C#. Oh my gosh, I spent a whole year in like total amount of time learning C# through college. Oh my gosh, it is absolutely like packed, filled to the brim with like stuff. I'm still somewhat new to it. C# just has a lot to like get into. I see why people think it's an intimidating language, but it is pretty nice, so I do like C#. Maybe make a level system when they reach 100 so I can use it. I mean, I don't know. I would have to think more about it. I'm not saying I definitely will implement some sort of ChatGPT feature with this bot, but I mean, it's something I've thought about and thought, well, hey, that'd be actually pretty cool. I'm more scared of C++, honestly. Yeah, a lot of people say that C and C++ are harder than C#. I mean, I guess because C and C++ are both lower level languages, you know, whereas C# is higher level. But something I always thought was weird about C++ was how to print something into your like output, you had to like type in stc or something : out, and then like the message you want to print. What's the fastest language you learned or tried to learn? Definitely. Oh my gosh. I have to say C# is where I learned a lot pretty quickly, because I can get into a pretty big C# project, whether it's like a Windows Form project, which is what I've been learning how to do in college for the longest time now. Yeah, that. I mean, there's still a lot for me to learn about C#, but I would say I progressed pretty quickly in it because I've only really been learning it for about a year. Maybe a year and a half at most. You know, compared to Python, where, you know, I've been coding in Python since I was like 14, and there's still some things I've actually have been learning new in Python to this day. Did you learn JS? I did learn some JavaScript, but I learned web-based JavaScript, so only, you know, JavaScript I'd use for like document writing and such. And I learned that my last semester of college, and I mainly just learned how to like edit, you know, elements in HTML using JavaScript, and, you know, event listeners, and, you know, like functions for buttons and stuff like that. That's all I really learned. STD : cons or something. That's what I was trying to say. You know, I just realized saying that out loud does not sound right. Well, it's okay though. I gotta laugh at it a little bit. I've been learning C# by modding Unity games. Actually, I wanted to get into Unity for a while, but don't want to pay for it, sadly. I know Python pretty good. I code on and off, but I'm still trying to learn MD. I got ADHD, so it takes time. I mean, to be quite honest, the best way I've learned how to write code in Python was mainly just really it's just a bunch of projects. Over time you get, you pick up on a lot of skills and stuff. Now, I would say the best thing you can do is definitely look at like examples of other people's code and learn how to apply that to like your own projects. And when I say that, I don't mean, just copy and paste. I mean, like, actually take a look at it, evaluate it, look through like their method of solving a certain problem, and, learning like for the future if that problem ever comes up for you again. The fastest would be assembly. Oh my gosh. I don't even know if I want to agree with that, because I have to take a class on assembly. Well, it's not just about assembly, but a lot of it is assembly. And I have to take that class like a year later from now. And I have been hearing horror stories of that class. Now, the difference between Unreal and Unity, Unity uses C# and Unreal uses C++, if we're talking about like how you code in it. Actually, wait a minute. True, but learning assembly is just legal torture. It is. It very much is. I did some searching. Discord API does not have the role creators listed, but you can scan through the audit log to find the creator. Not really reliable. Yeah, I've seen how it works scanning through audit logs. I don't want to go through that right now. Respect to some people who can actually teach assembly. What your bot is for? So my bot is just mainly general purpose. So logging, leveling, moderation, utilities. Might implement some nice little games into it later. Don't really know yet. Alright, so let's see, I want to do... Why don't you make hybrid commands? I mean, I don't know. To be honest with you, I just don't see them as really all that useful. Because I feel like if I'm going to want to implement slash commands, I might as well migrate to them, because after all, they are, you know, something that almost every other bot is using now. Now, another reason for that is because my bot is fairly new. Now, a lot of older bots, they use hybrid commands because some people prefer using the prefixes for the older bots. But for me, since mine is newer and comes after the time of after slash commands were a thing, I just rather just use plain slash commands instead of hybrids. Alright. Give me 1 second. Do you plan to integrate a web dashboard for the bot? I do plan in the future, yes. I do plan in the future. Hopefully within a year, I'll get a new domain for the bot, and then I'll be able to get a database added to it, probably through MySQL for the time being. And then I'll have to move all the user data and guild data from main.db over to that MySQL server. Now, after this, I will hop off stream for tonight because I am tired and I do have class in the morning. Whoops. What would you use for auth? Discord has built-in authentication, so that's what I would use. So basically, they just get a domain, create the HTML and all that stuff, and how they store the data, they just do it through like a database server like MySQL or an equivalent to that. Excuse me. Is it not? Is what not? What framework can you use for Dash? Whatever framework you want. I'm assuming like you mean like a web framework like React.js or Vue. I'm assuming you're talking about something like that. What would I use? I don't know. I've been thinking about learning React.js because right now, I mean, I've been using, like, for my official website, I'm using PHP. Just straight up, that's what I'm using. I'm using PHP. Thing is, PHP is a little bit slower than React. A lot of people love React. I think one of the biggest websites that use it is actually Facebook, so Facebook uses React.js. I think they actually are the ones who made it, matter of fact. So, and I've also been told to use React or try and learn it. So that might be something I will use when I do decide to make the dashboard for this bot. I think P is the largest. P as in PHP? Oh, okay. Oh, well, thanks for the, not trying to get banned. Okay. Anyways, this is pretty much all I really have for this at the moment. I don't think I'm going to add anything else tonight, because it's getting a bit late for me. I know it's only 7 o'clock at night, but I have to get ready for class and stuff, so, yeah. But, so far, I got something pretty good going on here. Got listeners for when a member joins and leaves. I have when the member's updated. I have when a message is deleted. Guild role create and delete. Guild update. Stuff like that. How many languages can you look at it and go, ah, yes, I can 100% make an advanced project using this language? I mean, I don't know. It depends on what you really mean by advanced. Now, when I started working on my official website for House of Code, my community behind this channel, I didn't know any PHP. I didn't know any of it. So I was learning PHP to actually program that website's backend. So, I mean, I guess you could look at it that way, but I don't see it as advanced because, you know, a lot of websites use PHP. As a matter of fact, I think it's 77% of all websites that use it. So I guess it really just depends on what you mean by advanced. Now, for Python, I would say that Discord bot is kind of advanced. Python's not typically always used for building Discord bots. Python's really good for stuff like data science and analysis and algorithms. But it does have a pretty popular library for building Discord bots. Will you be running it now? No, I will not, because this bot is nowhere near finished and has a lot of work. But, this is all I'm going to be doing, so thank you guys so much for watching. If you've enjoyed this stream and would like to see more live streams of myself programming, be sure to let me know in the comments. If you have something specific you would like me to live stream about, be sure to leave me a comment about that as well. Join my Discord server if you haven't already, link will be in the description. Check out my second channel as well, where I upload gaming-related content. And you guys leave a like, and I will see you all next time. Goodbye, guys. You all have a wonderful night.